How's it going, everybody? We made it to 2018, and I have not made a single Blu-ray video for a few months, so now it's time to combine a few monthly Blu-ray videos into my annual Blu-ray collection video. So it's going to be, I don't know how long this is going to be, but I'm not going to go super in-depth with each of the titles. I'll talk about the ones that that I feel like I need to say something about, or I'll say something about something that or some of the Blu-rays that I haven't talked about on the channel yet. So let's get into the Blu-rays. Alright, so in alphabetical order, of course, we have The Accountant, one of my favorite movies of last year, Aladdin, Aliens, the best of the Alien franchise, but I also love Alien Covenant, American Graffiti, American Werewolf in London, Anchorman 2, Anger Management, Ant-Man, one of my favorite Marvel movies right there, Apocalypse Now, Apollo 13, Argo, this is my top 20 favorite movies of all time, probably, Arrival, Army of Darkness, my favorite in the Evil Dead franchise, Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 1, and Season 2, Atlantis, and Avatar. The first Avengers, I don't love the movie, but it does have a good script. Avengers Age of Ultron, I haven't watched it more than twice. Back to the Future trilogy. Best movie, right there, Batman. Batman v Superman. Being John Malkovich, a very unique and interesting movie. One of my favorite Criterion releases. Big Hero 6. Big Trouble in Little China. If you haven't seen this, please do. It's amazing. I love it to death. Birdman, well-deserved Best Picture winner. Blade Runner. Blowout, another interesting Criterion release. Brian De Palma directed. Great. The Bourne Classified Collection, all 5 movies so far. Breathless, Criterion. Bridge of Spies. Bullet, the best car chase of all times in this movie. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Captain America: Civil War. Chinatown, best mystery noir film of all time. Casino Royale. Castaway, one of the few movies that can make me cry. Central Intelligence. A Christmas Carol, Jim Carrey version. Chronicle. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Cloverfield. 10 Cloverfield Lane, can't wait for that third one. And Creed. We've got The Human Stain and The Crossing Guard in a double pack. I didn't talk about these in an update, and The Crossing Guard is a great Jack Nicholson movie. I've never seen The Human Stain, but I'm going to eventually. Daddy's Home 2, fun enough comedy. The sequel, not so much. The sequel is horrible. Dances with Wolves. The Dark Knight trilogy, of course. Dark Shadows, no one really talks about this movie. It's not that great, but I do think it's pretty entertaining and a fun time. Death Trap, I just got this for Christmas actually. It's a really entertaining, cool murder mystery sort of movie with Michael Caine and Christopher Reeve. It's a really fun movie, really entertaining, great script. Please check that out. Martin Scorsese triple feature pack. The Departed, Goodfellas, and The Aviator. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Roderick Rules, and Diary of a Wimpy Kid Dog Days. I have these from a long time ago, of course, and I still have them. I like these ones. They kind of, I don't know, they remind me of my elementary school days, but I still have not seen the fourth one, and I want to, just for the meme, pretty much. Dick Tracy, Do the Right Thing. Dr. No, the first James Bond movie. Duel. Dumb and Dumber and Dumb and Dumber 2, which is not a great sequel or a great movie, but it's funny in parts. And yeah. Easy Rider, Criterion. Edge of Tomorrow, or Live, Die, Repeat. I don't know what they want me to call it anymore. Edward Scissorhands, another movie that can make me cry. Elf. Enemy of the State, really cool movie. Escape from New York, also very cool. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Fantastic Mr. Fox. Fast and the Furious. Furious 7. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And Field of Dreams. It's out of focus. The Fifth Element. First Blood, one of my favorite action-adventure movies of all time. Very cool movie, very epic. The Flash Season 1 and The Flash Season 2. I'm behind on the show. I need to watch the rest of Season 3. For Your Eyes Only. Forrest Gump. Frankenweenie. The French Connection. From Russia with Love, which is probably my favorite James Bond movie, if I had to pick one. The Fugitive, a movie that's in my top 10 favorite movies of all time, I think. The Game, Criterion. Get Out, one of the best movies of 2017. Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Glengarry Glen Ross, which is interesting the whole way through, even though it's just set in an office, basically. Godfather trilogy, masterful, of course. Good Time, another one of my favorite movies of 2017, and I got this on Black Friday, even though it wasn't on sale. Okay, next row, The Goonies. Goosebumps. I'm too old to be watching this movie, but I like it anyways. Gran Torino. The Great Dictator, Criterion. The Great Escape. Guardians of the Galaxy, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I didn't really want it with a slipcover just because I wanted it to match, but you know what, I couldn't, whatever. I wasn't gonna, it's not that worth it to look for that. But Hancock, The Hateful Eight, my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. Heat. Hellboy. Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. What do you guys think of the new Hellboy movie with Jim Hopper? I don't know what I think about it, but I'm gonna probably have to stick with these two. You know, I'm probably not gonna like the new one as much. Hell or High Water, one of the best movies of 2016. Here Comes the Boom with Kevin James. Funny movie. I like it. Hitchcock. Home Alone. Home Alone 2, screw the rest of them, just those two are the only ones worth watching. Hook, a movie that just makes me feel like I'm like 6 years old again. This movie's awesome. It's pretty cheesy and pretty early 90s if you ask me, but it's still entertaining and I like it a lot. The Hunt for Red October, Inception, The Incredibles. I cannot wait for Incredibles 2. I love The Incredibles. Independence Day. Independence Day Resurgence. Interstellar. And The Iron Giant. Iron Man 3, I hope to get the first two on Blu-ray at some point, but for now I just have the DVD of those. The Island, directed by Michael Bay. I actually kind of like that movie. I got it on Black Friday a couple years ago. Jackie Brown. Jack Reacher. Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit. Jaws. Jingle All the Way, my favorite Christmas movie. John Carter, John Wick, Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, which is pretty much a worthless cash cow of a movie. We'll see about the next one. At least it has Jeff Goldblum, but other than that, it doesn't look too good. King Kong. See, I'm trying to get an angle here. The King of Comedy, great Scorsese. Kingpin. Krampus, I guess. The Lady in the Water. La La Land. The Lego Batman movie. License to Kill. Life of Pi. And last in the row of this shelf is Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I love that movie. It's very cool, very entertaining. Okay, next shelf. The Lone Ranger, underrated. Not that great, but I like it. Looper, this movie is fantastic. I love it. Love and Mercy. Man of Steel. Mallrats, filmed where me and Andrew do our Blu-ray trips usually. The Maltese Falcon. Mean Streets. Memento. Michael Clayton. Midnight in Paris, my favorite Woody Allen movie. Minority Report, more people need to talk about that. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol and Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I should get the first 3 on Blu-ray at some point, but for now I'm good with these 2. Moana. Moneyball. Mud. The Mummy with the man, the myth, the legend, Brendan Fraser. Napoleon Dynamite. Nebraska. The Nice Guys, I love that movie so much. The Night Before, I got this on Black Friday. Didn't have it before. It's a Christmas movie with Seth Rogen, as you all know. I liked it. Pretty funny. Could have been funnier, because I know Seth Rogen and he can write some really good stuff, but I don't know. It wasn't as funny as something like Superbad. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightcrawler. No Country for Old Men. And North by Northwest. The Nutty Professor, rest in peace, Jerry Lewis. Ocean's 11. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. This is a German import I guess, but it's region free. On the Waterfront, Criterion. Pacific Rim. Pan's Labyrinth. Passengers. Paths of Glory, Criterion. This is something I got when the sale was going on in November. It was a blind buy, and it was very well worth it because it's a fantastic film. Paycheck with Ben Affleck. A lot of people hate it. I like it myself. Pinocchio. Planet of the Apes. The Prestige, my favorite Nolan movie. Psycho. Punch Drunk Love. Rango. Gotta readjust here. Ratatouille. Rear Window. Reds, I can't remember if I talked about this or not, but phenomenal film. Directed by Warren Beatty. Regular Show, seasons 1 and 2. The Revenant, really hardcore. And Rio Bravo. The movie's kind of boring, but it's a pretty chill hangout movie. These guys just kind of hang out the whole time and talk, and it's pretty entertaining. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and War for the Planet of the Apes, which I got on Black Friday, and a great trilogy capper, of course. The trilogy as a whole is very good, but I'm not in the line of people who thinks it's one of the greatest trilogies of all time. I do think they're pretty good, with the third one being the best, though. The Rock, one of the most entertaining action summer movies probably ever. I watched this movie 3 times last summer in the course of like a month, so yeah. Rocky, the first 6 films. Romancing the Stone. Rope. The Royal Tenenbaums. Rumblefish, on Criterion. Very fascinating and interesting movie. The Rundown, another super entertaining summer movie, but this time it's got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Some people say he might be running for president. Who knows? San Andreas, another one with him. Saving Private Ryan, one of the most intense, probably the most intense war movie out there. The opening scene is masterclass. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, very well edited. The Searchers, my favorite western probably. Super epic, super cool. It's got a great story. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, underrated. Serenity. The Shining. Shrek. Donkey. Shutter Island. Silver Linings Playbook. Skyfall. This was a big deal when that movie came out. It was one of the greatest theater experiences I've had, because this is the first movie I saw in IMAX. The Social Network. I don't really like the cover for this, but the movie's great. Source Code. Spaceballs. Space Jam. Spectre. Guys, I just realized this a minute ago, but out of all the movies in my collection, the letter with the most films in it is S. A lot of S movies for some reason. I don't know. Spider-Man Homecoming. I love Michael Keaton in that movie. Split. Cannot wait for the third Unbreakable movie. I'm hyped. SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water. The Spy Who Loved Me. Star Trek 6-film collection. Star Trek Generations, which is actually my favorite Star Trek movie. Most people dislike it, but I think it's terrific. Star Trek 2009, probably my second favorite Star Trek movie. Star Trek Into Darkness, I don't care for it. Star Trek Beyond, I love that one. The Next Generation movies, typically I'm not a big fan of, other than Generations, of course. Star Wars prequels. Star Wars originals. And what we have of the new Disney Star Wars. The Force Awakens and Rogue One. Both not terrific, but The Last Jedi was pretty good. Steve Jobs. The Sting. Stir Crazy, rest in peace, Gene Wilder, and I guess Richard Pryor, even though he died quite a while ago. Superbad, hilarious. Alright guys, we're in the last row, the home stretch, let's do it. The Superman motion picture anthology, so this is from Superman the movie all the way to Superman Returns. Oh wait, it's a good set, but it's the discs do not stay in their place in there, they're flopping all over the place. Super 8, The Adventures of Tintin, Tommy Boy, hilarious, one of my favorite comedies, Tootsie on Criterion, one of the greatest, perhaps one of the greatest screenplays ever written, along with Chinatown, Toy Story, Transformers Dark of the Moon. Yeah, these are the only ones in the series I can enjoy, and I bought them for that specific reason, because I do enjoy them, and they were very cheap at half-price books. Oh wait, and there's Transformers Age of Extinction. I enjoy that one as well, but the other two, I hate the other two. Tron Legacy, True Grit, The Truman Show, another one of the greatest screenplays ever written. Trumbo, Unbreakable, Up, Vacation, National Lampoon's Vacation, that is. Vertigo, one of the most influential films ever made. The Wallace and Gromit Complete Collection. I grew up on these movies, or these short films, I guess. Very charming, very fun. Yeah. War of the Worlds, Watchmen, Waterworld, Wayne's World, The Way of the Gun, Whiplash, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Wolf, actually a very unique film. Not many people have seen this, I don't think, but it's worth your time. The X-Files Season 5, the X-Files feature pack with the first one and the second film as well, and the X-Files Event Season series, otherwise known as Season 10. Okay. X2 X-Men United, X-Men First Class, The Wolverine, X-Men Days of Future Past. I'm torn between this and Logan as my favorite X-Men movie. And yes, as I said, Logan. If you haven't seen the black and white version of this, that's pretty cool. Young Frankenstein, hilarious, absolutely hilarious. You Only Live Twice. This Bond movie does not get a lot of love, but I think it's pretty well done. Zootopia, the Spike Lee joint collection with 25th Hour and He Got Game. Very stylistic, very cool movies, very well made. I appreciate Spike Lee, he's a good filmmaker. And The 400 Blows on Criterion, of course. Okay, so that's going to wrap up my Blu-ray collection, updated Blu-ray collection video. Thanks so much for watching this. I don't know how long that was, but hopefully I didn't put you to sleep. Yeah, I don't know. I think I need to slow down on Blu-rays because I'm running completely out of shelf space. Luckily, I have not bought nearly as much as I used to. In the past few months, it's been pretty minimal, to be honest. So I don't know how often I'm going to be making monthly videos anymore. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm not going to be buying. First of all, I don't have as much. I don't have a job anymore. I'm getting another job soon, but I can't be spending all my money on movies that I don't need to buy. So I'm satisfied with what I have for now. If there's more to buy, I'll figure it out. But yeah, that's my collection. Tell me in the comments what you think of some of the titles in there. Maybe you have a different opinion on some of them. I'm always interested to hear. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.